Hey guys, Rhett here. What's going on? Want to talk to you about something that everybody can take advantage of here in 2022, and that is investing out of state, long distance investing. I have so many clients, guys, who live in California, who live out of the country, clients in New Zealand and Canada and overseas in England and France, people all over the place that are able to take advantage of my coaching program because of the year 2022. Technology is an incredible thing. It's so easy to see what you're buying, to talk to people, discuss things with your team, virtual walkthroughs of property, make phone calls, check references, check resources. It's the best time in history to invest from a technological standpoint, okay? As an out-of-state or out-of-country investor, when you're choosing a market to invest in, you need two things, okay? And guys, I am going to keep beating this dead horse until whatever I'm beating it with is broken, because being successful as an out-of-state or out-of-country investor is based on two things, okay? Number one, having somebody to coach you or having somebody to bring you through it who's in the trenches with you that has experience, okay? That is the pinnacle of importance, all right? That's number one. Number two, having the team to do it. What do I mean? Having the realtors, the insurance companies, the lenders, the attorneys, the contractors, the management companies to make sure that everything goes smoothly. Now, in my coaching program, all my clients have access to my personal team of all of that: realtors, contractors, management companies, attorneys, lenders, insurance companies, everything. But not only do my coaching program clients have access to those people specialize in whatever we're doing. So for my clients that want to do Section 8 housing, they're getting the best possible teams for Section 8 housing. For my clients that are buying apartment buildings, they're getting the best teams for commercial apartment complexes. For my clients that do short-term rental properties, they're getting the best contractors, management companies, realtors, and lenders for short-term rental properties, right? So one team doesn't always do everything. You might have one team that's onboarded. My Section 8 teams in some markets have onboarded hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Section 8 properties. That is what they're good at. I have other teams, my fix and flip teams in markets have flipped hundreds of homes, right? So I wouldn't put my flip team in charge of onboarding my Section 8 property team, onboarding Section 8 properties. I wouldn't have my Section 8 property team helping me flip houses in a different market, right? So it's a bunch of different people to make sure that the team that we use is knowledgeable and experienced in doing what we're doing. And if you have somebody leading the charge who is experienced in doing what you want to do, and you have the team, you're golden. You're absolutely golden. And it's why my clients are as successful as they are. It's why I've had people in the coaching program for a couple months that have almost 10 properties already. It's craziness. It's madness. Now, that is a huge testament to them as well, and I want to thank them for how unbelievably hard they're working. But it is a team. It's teamwork. It's my clients are badasses who kick ass and take names, and I'm able to guide them and lead them through it. But we're only as strong as the teams that we use. And in different markets, our teams are the best. So knowing that as an out-of-state and out-of-country and investor, you can be successful. You just need the right people in your corner. I talk to people, guys, every single week. Rhett, I got taken advantage of by this management company. I got taken advantage of by this contractor. I got taken advantage of by this realtor. Unfortunately, it's so common. It's so common. It's so common. It's so common. And the issue with it is people are trusting. You guys are like, you know what? I'm taking this leap. I'm going to do it. I'm going to call this person. I'm going to get a realtor. I'm going to buy a property. Guys, buying property is easy. Anybody can buy a property. You can get on Zillow or Realtor.com, pull up a property, scroll down. There'll be an agent on there. You hit a button. It'll give you their phone number. You call them. They can go out to the property, put an offer in on it. You can buy property. That's not the hard part. The hard part is buying the right properties in the right neighborhoods, in the right markets, using the right contractors, using the right realtor, finding the right property management team, having the right insurance, using the right lender, taking out the right loan. That is what's hard. It's easy to buy property, which is why people all the time buy the wrong properties. You have these agents that are sitting there, and all of a sudden they get a phone call. Hello? Oh, you want to buy property? Oh, you're not out of state and you're never going to see it? Okay, yeah, I'll go look at it. Looks like crap. Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, you're going to love it. Oh, you'll never see it? Oh, okay, well, yeah, it looks great. Guys, all the time, I get calls like that, okay? People buy property. It's crap. They close on it, and they go to fly out to see it, and maybe the pictures that were on that listing that were the only ones they saw were from 7 years ago before a tenant just lived there for 5 years, and they walk in and they start crying, or they go, oh my goodness, this is not what I bought, right? You need to have trusted people at every single step of the way. Wherever there is a breakdown in your team, there is a breakdown in your success. You are only as strong as your weakest link. Now, something else, guys, that's extremely, extremely important when it comes to team building. Don't let one person control your entire investment. What do I mean by that? Well, I talked to a woman last week. She's a phenomenal investor. She lives out of country. We had a great phone call, and she was talking about something that so many investors that I talk about or that I talk to deal with. They're out of state, they're out of country, and they have a realtor who says, oh, I have a really good management company too that I own. And you go, oh, wow, one-stop shop. And then the realtor goes, yeah, and I can manage the rehab too. Oh, wow, that's really easy. That's great. You're a vertically integrated company. You do it all. Here's the problem with that. If one of those functions that realtor, management company, and contractor all in one, if one thing they do is bad and no good and you're not okay with it, you're now releasing them from everything. You're like, I don't want to deal with this person. If you find out that they're, a scam artist, they do everything. They bought your property, they manage it, they're doing rehab on it, they have all your money, they're getting all your rent every single month. You've now given that person way too much control. The way that I have everything set up and the way that I have my clients set up everything in my programs are we give people responsibility for what they do. A management company will never buy houses or sell houses for us. A management company will never do our rehabs. Our contractors will never manage our properties. Our realtors will never line up contractors to do work or manage properties. We are going to always make sure that the people that handle each aspect of what we do are going to be individualized and separated from each other. Now, why is that? I'll tell you why. Because if you have an aspect, and this is kind of a gross analogy, but if your arm is rotting off, we're going to cut it off, right? If your foot's hanging on and it's not cutting it and it's rotting, we're cutting it off if it's got gangrene, right? We are not going to employ people that aren't bringing the level of value that we expect. It's easy to cut one piece of that off and replace it with somebody else. It's not easy to do that if one person is in control of everything. So everybody on our team is replaceable. Remember that, remember that, remember that. We are not slave to anyone on our team. They work for us. If they're not cutting it and they're not doing what we expect them to do and they're not bringing the value that they told us they would bring, they're gone. And guys, as you grow, you may outgrow some members of your team. And that's okay, because the person that helped you get from properties 1 to 5 might not be the right person or the right team member to bring you from houses 5 to 15 or 15 to 50 or 50 to 200. And that's possible for you with the right team, okay? Remember, guys, it's business. There's no hard feelings. You have to do what's best for you, all right? But it's incredibly important to do this with somebody that knows what they're doing, understands these aspects, understands how to get you from no properties to 1 and from 1 to 5, from 5 to 10, from 10 to 100 if that's what you want. It's important to have somebody to help you get there, and it's important to have the team, or have the person that has the team, or has the person that knows how to set up the team, okay? Because you're only going to be as good as the information you get, the advice that you get, and the team that you build. So guys, remember that today, all right? If you need me, you want to get in the coaching program, shoot me an email. My email is listed below in the description under this video. Otherwise, leave your questions and comments below. We'll see you next time.